Does the Kalam cosmological argument prove the existence of God?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Round Table, where every voice matters and every idea counts. Tonight's debate, July 27, 2024, 8 p.m., is on the question, does the Kalam cosmological argument prove the existence of God? Ito po ang inyong host, Filingero Theologian, and I would like to, of course, express my gratitude, and I would like to honor the admins and members of this platform, the Round Table. Thank you for putting your trust in me. Ngayon po, na-confirm ko po na even the atheists have a leap of faith. So thank you for having faith in me. And we are honored to have two distinguished speakers with us tonight. Arguing in favor of the proposition is a registered mechanical engineer and an entrepreneur. He gained recognition for his insightful and persuasive defense of the existence of God using the Kalam cosmological argument on TikTok. He will explain why he believes that the KCA successfully proves the existence of God. Please allow me to introduce to you from the TS camp, ang Kalam expert ng Cagayan de Oro, the one and only Tommy. Pwede ba nating palakpakan sa comment section ng emoticon si Tommy? Say hi to your fans and your bashers. Tommy?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, and shout out sa mga friends natin dyan sa lahat ng sekta.
Alright, thank you, Tommy. In arguing against the proposition is one of the distinguished members of the Round Table. He is known as someone who asks provocative questions, especially to tease, and presents his ideas that do make sense. This is actually his debut debate. But make no mistake, he is an impressive interlocutor. He will present the reasons why he believes the argument does not prove God's existence. Please allow me to bring you from the atheist camp, the one and only Census. Census?
Hey, good evening, Sir Albert. Good evening sa lahat.
Alright.
Thank you, Tommy, sa pagdating.
Alright,
Thank you.
so before we begin, guys, I'd like to go over the rules and structure for tonight's debate to ensure a fair and productive discussion. The debate will be structured as follows. First, the affirmative side will present their opening statement, which will last 10 minutes. Following this, the negative side will present their opening statement also for 10 minutes. Next, we will have the rebuttals. The affirmative side will have 7 minutes for their rebuttal, and then the negative side will have 7 minutes for their rebuttal. After the rebuttals, we will move on to the cross-examination segment. The affirmative side will cross-examine the negative side for 10 minutes, followed by the negative side cross-examining the affirmative side for 10 minutes. Finally, we will have the closing remarks. The negative side will give their closing remarks for 6 minutes, and the debate will conclude with the affirmative side's closing remarks for 6 minutes. After the debate, we will have a question and answer session, and in the Q&A, the audience will have the opportunity to ask one question to any of our panelists. Follow-up and clarifying questions are not allowed. To ensure fairness, only 2 consecutive questions may be asked to the same panelist. Subsequent questions must be directed to the other panelists. Now, for the debate rules. Number 1, ad hominem attacks and personal insults are not permitted. Number 2, questions must be relevant to the debate topic in order to be answered. Number 3, profanity in the comment section is not allowed. So the distinguished moderators here can help me monitoring the comment section. Number 4, statements should be precise and simple. Number 5, each debater has 1 minute to answer questions during the cross-examination. Please answer questions directly before providing any additional explanation. Number 6, any violation of these rules will result in a time deduction penalty for 30 seconds to 1 minute in the subsequent round. Number 7, panelists and other participants must remain muted unless it is their turn to speak. So, just to clarify lang din, guys, I will not assist debaters or actively call out logical fallacies. Okay? It is your responsibility as debaters to demonstrate your skills and knowledge by identifying and addressing any logical fallacies that you may encounter. Except in the case, of course, the personal insults. So, I will take care of that. And in the event na ako man ay mag-fail to to see those fallacies, pag ako ay paki-address yung moderator, no? Pag meron ng mga personal attacks na hindi ko napansin, no? Si moderator po ay hindi po infallible. Alright? The moderator's decision is final. Please don't argue with me, debaters. Please follow my lead. Alright? Now, do the affirmative agree with these rules? Affirmative?
Yes.
How about the negative?
Yes, I agree.
Alright. And now, without further ado, let's begin our debate for tonight. Please welcome our first speaker. Tommy, are you ready?
Yes, klaro ba mic ko?
Yes, loud and clear.
Salamat.
Is the timer ready?
Ready, sir.
Alright. Tommy, if you're ready, your time starts now. Begin.
In history, the word theism was derived from the Greek word theos, or God, and then later on, a new word came up, atheos, or no God. Atheism is a response to theism. God's existence was originally claimed by theists, and that God was originally defined by theists. If atheists wish to negate our claim that God exists, atheists must negate on the basis of what we mean by God. According to the Standard Encyclopedia of Philosophy, God is defined as the creator and sustainer of the universe. Throughout history, from Aristotle up to date, God is defined as the uncause, first cause, personal creator of the universe that exists beyond time, space, and matter. It is my claim tonight that this being exists, and if senses on the other side wish to negate this, he must negate on the basis of what I mean by God. Going beyond the scope of what I mean would commit a textbook example of a red herring fallacy. Now, let's jump to the definition of evidence. It is important to note that we should not reduce evidence as only empirical, physical, concrete, or tangible. According to the Oxford Dictionary, evidence means the available body of information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. Now, before we examine the evidence for the existence of God in the form of kalam, we must review the difference between a valid argument versus a sound argument. Validity is determined by the structure of the argument, and soundness is determined by the truth of the premises, so that the truth of the conclusion follows from the truth of the premises. For example, all men are mortal. Socrates is a man, and therefore Socrates is mortal. This deductive argument is exactly the same form with the kalam. In fact, this form has a name in philosophy called modus ponens. P implies Q, premise 2, P, and therefore Q. Let's look at the kalam. It's important to understand that kalam is composed of two stages. Number one, the deductive syllogism, and second, the conceptual analysis of the cause. As originally used by Dr. Craig throughout history, throughout historical debates, kalam was never used without the stage 2. Kalam is not kalam without its stage 2, the conceptual analysis of the cause. Now, let's go for the deductive syllogism form of the kalam. Premise 1, whatever begins to exist has a cause. Premise 2, the universe began to exist, and therefore conclusion, the universe has a cause. So, what support do we have for the truth of the premise 1? Hindi ito presuppose kasi each premise may ebidensya sa truth ng each premise. So, evidence sa truth ng premise 1, whatever begins to exist is a cause. Number 1, metaphysical first principle. Out of nothing, nothing comes. Something cannot come from nothing. And number 2, evidence is inductive empirical science. Science confirms the premise 1, that whatever begins to exist has a cause. And premise number 2, the universe began to exist. 2 evidence I will present tonight for the beginning of the universe. Number 1, philosophical, and number 2, scientific. Number 1, the impossibility of an actual infinite. So, if the universe is eternal, then the series of past events in the universe is infinite. But infinity cannot exist in the physical world. It exists in mathematics, but it cannot exist in the physical realm. For example, I cannot have infinite number of apples. Kahit saan ko, kahit kanino ko ibigay, kay Census, Pilingero, kay You Will Die, hindi mauubos kasi infinite number. That doesn't exist in reality. In fact, David Hilbert, who was perhaps the greatest mathematician of 20th century, puts it, the infinite is nowhere to be found in physical reality. It neither exists in nature nor provides a legitimate basis for rational thought. The role that remains for the infinite to play is solely of an idea. Number 2, evidence for the beginning of the universe, the second law of thermodynamics. Our universe is running out of usable energy as entropy increases as time progresses until we reach thermal equilibrium. So, ang tawag dyan ng mga physicists is heat death of the universe or thermal equilibrium. So, in that state of the universe, there will only be dead stars, dead galaxies. There will be no life of any kind. So, if the universe is already existing from eternity past, edi heat death na tayo or thermal equilibrium. The fact now we are still alive today proves that the universe began a finite time ago. Estimated, we don't know, but alam natin meron, estimated 13.8 billion years ago. As the physicist P.C.W. Davis explains, the coming into being of the universe as discussed in modern science is not just a matter of imposing some sort of organization upon a previous incoherent state, but literally the coming into being of all physical things from nothing. So, given the truth of those premises, whatever begins to exist is a cause. The universe began to exist. Hindi presuppose, may ebidensya each premises, and therefore the truth of the conclusion follows necessarily from the truth of the premises. And then this is the stage 2 of the kalam, the conceptual analysis. Since the cause created time, space, and matter, the cause must be existing beyond time, beyond space, and beyond matter. And remember, ang physical reality or the universe is space-time matter. Yan yung physical reality, okay? And then sabi sa Einstein theory of general theory of relativity, magkasama itong tatlo palagi, hindi sila pwedeng magkahiwalay. One cannot exist without the other. And these three began to exist. Yan ang ibig sabihin natin ng universe, space-time matter. Began to exist, and therefore the cause must be beyond time, space, and matter. And second, since the cause is beyond time, the cause must be uncaused and first cause, and also a personal creator. Causal explanation can be two of types: one scientific and two personal. For example, say naglalakad ako sa kitchen, tapos nakita ko nagbo-boil ang kettle. Tapos sinanong ko yung mami ko, ma'am, ba't nagbo-boil ang kettle? Tapos sabi ng mom ko, kasi yung heat ng conduction, ini-stimulate yung molecules ng water violently until nag-evaporates. That's why nagbo-boil ang kettle. Or, she could say na, Ay, nagbo-boil siya kasi gusto kita gawa ng kape. Gusto mo ba? So, one, scientific explanation, and second, personal explanation. Both valid. But in the case of the cause of the universe, initial state of the universe, there could be no scientific explanation, and therefore, what remains is personal explanation. Therefore, the cause must be timeless, spaceless, immaterial, powerful, intelligent, uncaused, first cause, personal, creator of the universe. Ayun lang. Thanks.
Okay. That's it for the first presenter, Tommy. For the record, wini-wave niya po yung remaining time niya. And now we will proceed to the negative presentation. Census? Census will present his opening statement for 10 minutes. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Right.
Good
If
evening.
you're ready, your time starts now. Begin.
Okay, good evening sa lahat. Good evening, Sir Albert, Tommy, sa lahat na nakikinig. Alatag ko sana to, babangkitin ko sana yung deductive argument, yung meaning. Eto na lang. May dalawang criteria, tama si Tommy, yung validity sa soundness ng argument. Kaya kong umagree na valid yung structure ng kalam. Ito yung kukwestiyonin ko dito, yung soundness ng kalam. And then, para may idea lahat, yung inductive argument, premises are true, then the conclusion, if all premises are true, the conclusion must be true. Yun yung deductive argument. Yung inductive naman, the premises are true, then the conclusion is only probably true. Okay. Punta tayo ng unang premise ng kalam. Whatever begins to exist as a cause. Yung argumentation dito, ang tinutukoy dito, it pertains to causality. Ito. Causality yung tinutukoy nitong premise 1 na to. Anong unang-unang fallacy na kinukomit nito? Fallacy of clarity. Yung argumento na to depends on an unclear use of words. Hindi malinaw. Bakit? Bakit hindi siya sound yung unang premise? Nagko-commit siya ng fallacy of equivocation. Ito. Bakit fallacy of equivocation siya? May dalawang gamit. Yung begin to exist dito, yung change in configuration ng matter sa start. Parang ganito. Yung karpintero pag gumawa ng bahay, 'di ba? Yung bahay nagbegin to exist, 'di ba? Pero yung mga pre-existing materials na ginamit sa paggawa ng bahay, nag-exist na sila prior ng existence ng bahay. Kita nyo yung equivocation ng dalawa. Dalawang gamit. Punta ulit tayo ng causality ng unang premise. Causality ng quantum mechanics. Ito. Virtual particles begin to exist in a sense without any cause for their existence. Ito, may dalawang criteria sa quantum mechanics. Yung mga subatomic particle. Spontaneous. There is no external cause for the phenomenon happening. Wala siyang external cause. Stochastic. It's not possible to predict when or where it will happen. In other words, the phenomenon is completely non-deterministic and uncaused. Kita niyo yan? May dalawang causality na may dalawang model tayo ng causality. Yung kalam, yung premise 1 niya, generalize siya over simplification. Di ba? Ina-argue niya na everything in the universe has a cause. Pero sa quantum world, iba yung nangyayari. Di ba? Aminado naman si Tommy, inductive reasoning yung premise 1 ng kalam, di ba? Pupunta ako dyan sa inductive reasoning ng kalam. Punta tayo dyan. Punta tayo sa inductive reasoning ng kalam. Ito. Yung problem of induction ni David Hume. Yung mga past events, it happens in the future, di ba? Yung first premise ng kalam is probabilistic. Gets nyo? Probabilistic siya. Si Tommy, nag-a-argue siya. Ito yung problema niya ng premise 1. Ina-argue niya yung certainty based on probability. Yung certainty si God, tapos yung argumentation niya is based on probability. Induction. Diba? Paano mo mapapatunayan yung certainty based on probability? Ayan, kailangan sagutin niya yan. Pangatlong punto na latag. Kay Aristotle to. 4 causes na Aristotle. When things begin to exist as we understand the idea of causation, those things have 4 causes. 4 to. Material cause, saan siya gawa? Formal cause, paano ginawa? Efficient cause, sinong gumawa? Final cause, what is made into? Parang ganito yan. Kunwari may painting, di ba? Ayan, artist yung example. Yung material cost ng painting, canvas, paint, brushes. Yung efficient cost ng painting is the painter. Yung formal cost ng painting, yung brushes, stroke, saka yung act ng painting niya. Yung final cost naman, yun yung completong painting. Okay? Eto, i-apply natin to doon sa premise 1. Yung kalam, nag-a-account lang siya sa 3 causes. Efficient cause, formal cause. Itong efficient cause si God. Formal cause, yung nagsalita siya, di ba? Na ginawa niya yung yung universe. Yung final cause, yun yung universe. Ano yung kulang? Ito yung kulang. Yung material cause. Saan galing yung material cause sa creation? Di ba? Kailangan sagutin na to kami mamaya. Di ba? Saan galing yan? Yung material cause na ginamit ni God. Every act we observe requires a material cause. Ayan. Eto, sa pangatlo to sa conclusion ng yung cause, sa conclusion ng kalam. Ito. May fallacy of equivocation dito. Bakit? Yung tinutukoy dito na cause, itong cause is God, immaterial, timeless, spaceless. Ngayon, yung causality na na-observe natin, material, spatial, temporal, di ba? Ini-equivocate niya yung dalawang cause, itong dalawang to, na asa yung kabuuan ng causation ng universe. Di ba? Ginagamit siya ng magkaibang gamit, di ba? Ito pa. Fallacy of composition. Even if everything in the universe began to exist due to some cause, it would not mean the whole universe is the same. Kagaya na nga ng sabi ko, yung quantum mechanics, iba yung nangyayari doon sa mundo nila. May mga particles, subatomic particle na uncertain o hindi mo ma-predict. 'Di ba? Yung dalawang criteria na binanggit ko kanina, yung spontaneous, wala siyang external cause. Yung occurring niya, nag-occur siya without external cause. Yung stochastic naman, it's not possible to predict when or where it will happen. Closing ko dito, yung premise 1 lang inatake ko dito dahil yun yung madaming fallacy na ginagawa. Oversimplification, generalization yung premise 1. Fallacy of equivocation. Fallacy of clarity, unclear words yung ginagamit sa premise 1. Inductive reasoning yung premise 1, hindi deductive. Kagaya nga ng sabi nito, may nag-agree siya, inductive reasoning yung gamit doon. Hindi solely deductive reasoning yung kalam. Diba? Proving certainty, God, based on probability. I think medyo malabo yan mangyari. Na mapatunayan mo yung certain based on probability. Diba? According sa problem of induction ni Hume, yung mga past events will happen in the future. I think napaka-flawed na argument yan. Paano ka certain na ganun yung mangyayari sa causation ng universe? Anong basehan mo niyan? Kahit ang current modern physics natin, walang ganun. Diba? Ayun lang, wave ko na Sir Albert Antay.
All right, thank you very much, Census. That is our second presenter, Census. For the record, he's waiving his remaining time. Thank you very much. And now we will proceed to the 7-minute affirmative rebuttal presentation. Tommy, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your time starts now. Begin.
So, props kay Census no kasi nag-research siya at he's trying really to attack the premises kasi ganun talaga mag-negate ng deductive. Hindi mo atakihin sino ang author, anong belief ng author, or sasabihin mo, na-debunk naman yan. Nakita ko sa YouTube, na-debunk na yan ang kalam. So, therefore, hindi ko i-entertain. Hindi ganun. Hindi nadi-deny ang deductive arguments by saying those things. Hindi siya nadi-deny by saying, I'm unconvinced, not good. Hindi. The only way to deny it is show me which premises are false so that the conclusion will not follow. So actually, it's not enough to doubt the truth of the premises, but you have to provide evidence of the falsehood of the premises. Yan yung kulang ni Census. So, i-address natin. Madami yun, pero i-address natin isa-isa, no? So, sabi niya, hindi clear anong ibig mo sabihin. So, ang ibig sabihin ng premise 1, whatever begins to exist has a cause. Ang ibig sabihin is efficient cause. Okay? So, Aristotle distinguish the difference between efficient cause and material cause. And also, magsustroman si Census kung i-require niya ang premise 1 na kailangan present yung apat na causes. No. Dapat present lang ang ibig ko sabihin sa cause in this context na nilatag ko. So, ang ibig ko sabihin dito, efficient cause. So, anong difference ng efficient cause sa material cause? So, si Aristotle, dinistinguish niya ito, no? So, efficient cause, what brings an effect into being. Material cause, the stuff out of which the thing is made. Example, Michelangelo was the efficient cause of the statue David. And the material cause of the statue David was the block of marble that Michelangelo sculpted. So, in the premise 1, what it means is, whatever begins to exist has an efficient cause. The universe began to exist, and therefore, the universe has an efficient cause. So, di tayo dapat mag-strawman sa material cause. O anong klase pang cause na binanggit ni Census. Stick lang tayo sa context ng ibig ko sabihin dito. Kasi ininegate mo yung nilatag ko eh. Wag mong i-debunk ang argument na hindi nag-i-exist or hindi ko pinipresent. So, yun. So, hindi sa false equivocation. Okay? Kasi ang ibig ko sabihin sa premise 2, efficient cause. Okay? Premise 1, efficient cause. Premise 2, efficient cause. Ngayon, dito tayo magiging technical kasi most atheists, kahit yung mga sa YouTube na mga atheists, nang nire-research na Census ngayon, hindi nila nagigets ang rule ng premises. Ang rule ng premises is true or false lang. Okay? True or false. Ang nagko-commit ng fallacy is ang support ng premises. Okay? Ang support ng premises. So, for example, sabi ni Census, the reason true ang premise 1 whatever begins to exist kasi ang support mo, na-observe mo sa universe na may cause ang mga bagay-bagay. Therefore, ang universe itself may cause. Fallacy of composition daw. So, i-explain ko fallacy of composition. Fallacy of composition is meron kang small sample And then ang truth ng small sample is yan yung conclusion mo sa bigger sample. For example, every part of an elephant is light in weight. But it does not follow that the whole elephant is light kasi mabigat eh. So yun yung fallacy of composition. Notice na hindi fallacy of composition ang support ko sa premise 1. Dapat makinig talaga sa senses yan ang support ko. Ang support ko is inductive reasoning. Magkaiba ang inductive, empirical, scientific observation sa fallacy of composition. Ang fallacy of composition is meron kang nakitang small part, ang truth ng small part, ini-invoke mo ngayon sa whole part, sa bigger sample. Whereas ang inductive is repeated, consistent, and bigger samples. That's why na-conclude mo whatever begins to exist sa cause. Kasi, yan yung difference ng inductive and fallacy of composition, okay? Dapat i-memorize nyo to. Ang fallacy of composition, meron kang small parts, yan ang truth ng small parts, conclusion mo sa bigger parts. Whereas sa inductive reasoning, is ang samples mo is big, and then yung samples na big, hindi small is consistent, palaging nangyayari, totoo always. Consistent, observe consistently. So yan yung induction. At hindi ibig sabihin na ang support ng premise 1 is inductive, therefore premise 1 is inductive. Ganyan nakukonfuse sa mga atheists eh. Ang rule ng premise, true or false. And then ang support, yan ang nagiging probabilistic ang support. Probabilistic ang support mo kasi inductive. The best na nga ang inductive kasi repeated, observe. That's why ang conclusion ng deductive argument is very specific, necessarily follows. Kasi both premises are supported by inductive, repeated, observe, tested, palaging nangyayari na totoo. So bakit special pleading ang universe? Walang cause ang universe. So sa quantum mechanics, hindi sinasabi na walang cause. Ang sinasabi lang sa quantum mechanics, hindi determined. Hindi mo na predictable ang galaw. I-address ko mamaya kasi wala akong oras. Ang iba pa. Madali lang yan lahat. Thanks.
Alright. Thanks, Tommy. That is the presentation of Tommy. And now we will proceed to the 7-minute negative rebuttal presentation. Census? Are you ready?
Okay. Hindi na unawaan ni Tommy yung sabi ko kanina. May dalawang sets ng causality. Yung within the universe, saka yung causality na ginawa ng Diyos. Yan yung ini-equivocate ng argumento na yan. May dalawang gamit siya. Yung begins to exist na yan. Saka yung existence. Yung causation, ito, fallacy of composition. Yung sample mo ng causation within the universe, ginagamit mo as a whole. Unawaan mo yan. Yun yung fallacy of equivocation. Tapos, ito, yung premise 1, inductive reasoning yun. Bakit? Paano mo na, how do you certain, or paano mo nag-come up pa sa ganyan na certain ka na yung mga past events is mangyayari sa future events. Yung causation within the universe is same pa din ng causation sa future. Di ba? Tapos ang ina-argue mo is certainty, yung God. Probabilistic, based on probability yung argumento mo, tapos yung papatunayan mo certain. Di ba? Ang labo niyan. Ulitin ko yung fallacy of clarity. Yung mga ginamit na words doon sa unang premise, unclear. Hindi siya specific general term. Kagaya ng cause. Walang binanggit ko anong cause doon. Di ba? Kaya nga nilatag ko yung Aristotle eh. Ngayon, yun, mapupunta doon sa dalawang set. May dalawang causation na mangyayari. Ang problema nun, saan galing yung material cause kung magkakaroon ng dalawang causation na magaganap, di ba? Si God, ginawa to. Saan galing yung material cause niya? Di ba? Ang gagawin mo niyan, Tommy, alam mo kung bakit mag-special pleading ka niyan sa causation. Di ba? Hindi to, iba to. Si God, special to. Iba yung causation nito sa causation within the universe. Di ba? Magkaiba yan. Yan yung pinaka-defense dyan. Mag-special pleading ka sa causation ng Diyos. Di ba? Ano pa ba? Ayun. Unang premise is inductive based on probability to prove certainty. Fallacy of clarity, hindi malinaw yung mga words ng mga use ng words. Fallacy of equivocation.
So, senses, guys, alam ko na member naman siya ng round table. Can we try to reach out to senses? Kasi ako, I don't have the information. So, ang makakatulong sa atin, the best person who can help us yung mga friends si senses. So, excited na kasi yung mga mga nasa comment section, no? Yung mga viewers natin. By the way, guys, thank you for watching the roundtable. No, maraming salamat po sa pagsubaybay niyo at pagsama po sa amin. Kanina pa po tayo magkakasama and we really appreciate you guys staying with us. And again, we do really apologize for the inconvenience. Alam namin na nag-enjoy na kayo kanina na parang parang nanonood ng final sa NBA, biglang nag-brown out. I mean, iba yung feeling, di ba? Pero again, we do apologize. Pero inaalam po namin kung ano po yung nangyari. Of course, it's a technical difficulty na we don't have control of. So, I hope makabalik agad si Senses. Ayan, nakabalik na po isa po na moderator po natin, si Eid. Ayan. So, don't forget to share din, no? Paki-like po and share po yung ating pong live stream, guys. Like, and share po. And you can continually give coins din dun sa ating mga participants para po lalo po silang maging passionate, no? Maging motivated sila lalo. Parang incentives natin sa kanila, no? I know na talagang napakaganda ng mga ino-offer nila sa atin tonight. And if you are interested to join this kind of debate, just send a private message dito po sa roundtable. Now, nandito na po sa Senses, magma-mic test lang po tayo to make sure na okay yung ating mga connection. Tommy, mag-mic, test mo yung mic mo.
Hello.
Alright, that's great. What about Senses? Okay, wala pa. Okay, so antayin mo natin makabalik si Senses. Ayan. So, let's see what's going on with Senses. Tanong natin kung okay ba yung kanyang signal. Sino ba nag-host? Pwede malaman anong cost, bakit nag-end. Hindi natin alam kung efficient cost or hindi pa natin alam kung anong klaseng cost. Alamin natin mamaya, guys. Imbestigahan din natin kung anong klaseng cost yan. Delaying tactics ba yan? Wala, we don't know. I mean, wala namang ganun. Okay. So yan, sa mga tis po, mga tis patis, binabati ko po kayo at mga atis kamatis. Sa mga tis po, ipag-pray nyo po ang connection ni Senses.
Shout out
Ayun,
kay
nakakunik
William
na ba ako?
Kila Flowers.
Nakakonek na ako.
Yep. Kila General.
Mic test ka muna, Senses.
Okay na ba? Okay na.
Right, okay na. Medyo okay na siya. Medyo
Okay ba?
may problema ba sa connection mo, bro?
Okay na ba? Rinig ako?
Yes, loud and clear ka
Rinig mo
naman.
ako?
Loud and clear.
Okay, di ako makapasok kanina eh.
Shout out na Gasul.
So kami ba, wala bang delay? Wala ba kaming delay sa'yo, Senses? Pag nakisalta
Okay
kami?
naman, okay.
Okay, good. So we're good. We're good to go. Alright, so timer, dyan natapos 4:25. So we're gonna go back to the presentation of Senses. Iyan po yung natira niya oras, no? Based doon po sa timer natin. So as soon as you start presenting Senses, your time will start. Go ahead.
Okay. Start na ako. Okay na.
Proceed,
okay na
bro.
ba?
Proceed.
Okay, sige.
Proceed.
Sabi ni Tommy kanina, okay, may dalawang ginamit sa kalam na approach, scientific saka logical or reason. Agree naman yata si Tommy na yung science cannot prove or disprove God, di ba? lahat ng attempt ni Tommy na gamitin yung science para patunayan yung Diyos is invalid. Ang tawag dyan, non-sequitur fallacy. Yan yung unang nakukomit niya. Non-sequitur yan pag gumagamit ka ng science to prove or disprove God. Diba? Kanina pa, puro fallacious argument yung ginagamit niya. Okay. Punta tayo sa cause. Yung cause na yun, walang clear definition kasi yun eh. Kung anong cause. Absurd, unclear, anong cause. Diba? May iba't ibang klase ng cause. Diba? Itong nilatag ko kanina, di niya na-address to yung problem of induction ni David Hume. How are you sure na yung past, di ba? How are you sure na yung future will behave like a past? Yung causation within the universe, same pa din. Yung causation ng universe natin sa future. Paano? Mapupunta to sa circular reasoning pag sinagot mo to. Why do you think the future will behave like the past? Ayun yung tanong. Okay, it always held true the past. Why think it will continue? Okay, babalik ka ulit because the future will behave like the past. Di mo kayang sagutin yan, yung circular argument na yan. Di ba? Arguing certainty based on probability. Di ba? Certainty si God. Pinapatunayan mo si God based on probability. Yung premise 1. Diba? Napakahina yan kung yan ang pagpapatunay mo sa Diyos. Kailangan certain ka dyan. Bakit ka nakabase sa inductive reasoning kung ang papatunayan mo certainty? Diba? Walang absolute. Inductive reasoning ginagamit ng science. Paano yun? Sa science, walang absolute, walang certain. Diba? Paano mo mapapatunayan yung cause na yan? So premise 1, di ba? Doon palang laglag na yung premise 1. Ngayon, yung premise 1 na yan, ang deductive argument, kailangan maging true. Yung lahat ng premises niya para mag-follow na true yung conclusion. Ngayon, kung malalaglag yung premise 1 na yan, paano ka makakarating ng premise 2 at yung conclusion? Di ba? Doon palang laglag na yung premise 1. Paano ka magkakaroon ng conclusion kung fallacious yung premise 1? Di ba? Equivocation, di ba? Nung gamit ng begin to exist. Dalawang magkaibang gamit ng meaning. Yung rearranging ng matter, tapos yung start ng existence. Yan yung equivocation na binabanggit sa causation. Yung matter energy, andyan lang yan, pre-existing yan. Ngayon, nire-rearrange lang natin, minomold to, para makagawa ulit, di ba, ng isang bagay. Yun yung dalawang gamit ng begin to exist. Begin to exist in what sense? Di ba? Start ng existence. Oo, ako, nag-i-exist ako. May time na hindi ako nag-i-exist. Pero yung mga mga atoms ko, within sa katawan ko, nag-i-exist na yan prior ng existence ko. Di ba? Yan yung fallacy of equivocation na binabanggit ko dyan. Linawin dapat yun ni Tommy kung anong gamit niya. What do you mean by begin to exist? Di ba? Ano yan? Ano lang yan? Generalize yan. General term yan. Unclear. Fallacy of clarity. Unclear words, definition. Yun yung gamit. Di ba? Ngayon, kung malaglag yung premise 1, kung mali yung premise 1, mag-fall apart yan lahat.
Time's up. Time's up. Thank you very much, Census. And guys, now before we proceed to the cross-examination segment, I would like to greet our viewers, of course, you guys, and we want to thank you for tuning in. I apologize po again sa inconvenience kanina na disconnect po tayo for certain reason. Do not forget to follow the Roundtable TikTok account. Please do share this live stream, and you might also want to follow our debaters, of course. Follow nyo po sila, no? Para kung may mga content po sila ay manonotify po nila kayo. And don't forget to follow me, of course, baka ako pa kalimutan nyo. Follow nyo rin po si Palingerong Theologian. Now, moving on to the cross-examination period, the affirmative will ask the negative for 10 minutes. Tommy, are you ready?
Yes.
10 minutes po ito. Alright, so if you guys are ready, then your time starts now. Begin.
So, Census, are you aware of the difference between certainty and necessity?
Hindi ko alam.
Okay. So, next question. Na-mention mo kanina na if the premises are true, the conclusion necessarily follows. Tama?
Kailangan yung sa deductive arguments, true
Okay.
yung mga premises.
Okay.
True
If
yung
the
conclusion.
premises are true, the conclusion necessarily follows. Correct?
Hindi. Totoo yung mga premises, therefore totoo yung conclusion. Kumbaga,
Kaya nga, nagpa-follow sa
magkakaroon ng
necessarily.
conclusion, pag mali yung mga premises, unsound.
Can you pause the time? Can you pause the time, please? Tommy, may I remind you that you need to let him finish the answer. He has 1
Sige.
minute to finish his answer, okay?
Sige.
Proceed. Please finish please repeat your question, and as soon as Census answers it, we will start your time. Proceed. Pakitanong mo ulit yung tanong mo, Tommy.
Okay. So, do you agree that if the premises are true, the conclusion necessarily follows?
Oo, kailangan
Okay.
true yung premises, valid sa structure, sa sound.
Okay.
Then, the conclusion follows.
Okay. Would you agree that there's a difference between necessity versus certainty?
Necessity and certainty, di ko alam yung necessity.
Okay. Ang conclusion ba ng kalam, necessity or certainty?
Necessity or certainty, hindi ko alam kung necessity or certainty.
Hindi mo alam. Okay. Ang question ko, certain ka ba na false ang conclusion ng kalam?
Certain ako na false yung conclusion ng kalam. Oo, certain ako dahil based sa ano yan, good arguments has no logical fallacies. Therefore, false yung premise ng kalam.
Okay. Certain ka na false ang premise 1?
Certain ako.
Certain ka? Anong basis mo na certain ka? Hindi probabilistic ka, certain ka. Ano basis mo?
Dahil ano siya, fallacious argument siya.
Okay. So, false hindi true ang premise kasi fallacious.
Oo.
Okay. So, anong evidence mo sa falsehood ng premises?
Anong evidence ko sa false? Ayun na nga, binanggit ko yung mga logical fallacies
Okay.
na kinakomit.
Kasi ang nako-commit ko is ang support ng premises. Okay, so ngayon if ang support
State your question, Tommy.
Wait lang. So ang ngayon if ang support ko is doesn't work, does it follow na false ang premise dahil ay hindi successful ang support ko sa truth ng premises?
Ano yung tanong?
If my support for the truth of the premises is not successful, does it follow that the premise is false?
Hindi din, dahil yung support, kailangan
Okay.
din questionin yun. Kung
Correct.
true or
So
false.
kailangan ng evidence ng falsehood sa premises, tama?
Kailangan ng evidence. What do you mean by evidence? Ang ebidensya?
Sa falsehood,
Falsehood ng...
premise 1.
Oo, dilatag ko, di ba?
O, anong ebidensya?
Yun nga, based on fallacies.
Ang support. So,
Next question.
Sige. Next question ko is, kung hindi successful nga ang evidence for the support of the truth, does it follow ba na false ang premise?
False nga dahil ano siya, alam mo yung logical fallacies, fallacious argument nga siya.
Ah.
Oo, di ba? Paano magiging true yun kung base sa logical fallacies?
Ang support ang fallacy. Oh, okay.
Wala kang sinasabi
Sige. Next.
Hold on. Pause the time. Paki-pause yung time. Huwag
Ikaw
kayong
lang
mag-usap,
pipili.
guys. Kailangan merong 1 minute kasi si Census to answer the question. And Census, before answering, patapusin mo yung tanong ni Tommy para meron
Okay,
kayong
sige.
malinaw, enough yung pagsagot nyo, enough din yung pagtatanong. Okay, Tommy, please ask your question.
Okay. Sige, itong question ko, ano ang hindi clear sa premise 1?
Oh, ano ang hindi clear? Yung begin to exist. Yun yung hindi clear.
Okay. Yung beginning to exist. Bakit
What do
hindi-
you mean by
bakit-
begin to exist?
The coming
Hold on,
into
hold on.
be...
Senses, pakitapos mo yung, ano mo, yung thought mo. Sige.
Itong sasalita si Tommy, so sagot ako. Okay na?
Sige, proceed ka. Tapusin mo
Okay.
yung nasa
Sige,
isip mo.
sige.
Proceed.
Hindi pala ka pwede mag-question. Sige, ako na lang. If hindi clear ang
Hold on, Tommy.
premise...
Wait lang, Tommy. Wait lang. Hindi pa siya tapos kanina sa sagot niya, na-interrupt siya.
Sige,
So,
sige.
Senses, please proceed to answer his question.
Oh, yun. Pwedeng pakiulit kay Tommy yung tanong niya.
I-repeat yung question and then
Sige.
paki-pause yung time. Timer, paki-pause yung time. Tommy, go ahead.
Okay. Hindi mo naintindihan ang premise 1 kasi hindi clear, correct? Correct?
Naiintindihan ko yung premise 1 na fallacious yun.
Ang premise 1.
Naiintindihan ko siya na
Okay,
fallacious.
Okay, bakit hindi
Next
clear?
question.
Yun nga, bakit hindi clear yun yung tanong mo?
Oo.
Yung gamit ng begin to exist.
Okay.
Paano yun? Di ba?
Okay, sasagutin ko yan mamaya. Dahil ako mag-question ngayon. Okay. So, next question ka, ang inductive ba, fallacy of composition ang inductive?
Ang inductive ba fallacy of composition? Hindi.
Okay, salamat. So, what is the difference between fallacy of composition versus inductive?
What is the difference versus fallacy of composition
Between...
inductive?
Oo.
Okay. Yung induction, yung inductive reasoning, yung mga events sa past, di ba? Tapos yun sa future mangyayari, di ba? Parang ganun.
Okay.
Parang scientific approach.
Sige, next question na lang. Next question. So,
Hold on. Tommy, hold on.
sorry.
Paki-pause yung time. This is going to be your first warning, Tommy. Kasi kailangan natin mapatapos siya. Para kailangan natin mabigyan siya ng sapat na oras. Kasi meron pa siyang mga ilang mahaba pa yung oras. Sa
Okay na yata kay Tommy.
nai-interrupt
Tinanggap niya
yung
yung sagot.
senses.
Okay na ba,
Alright,
Tommy?
so Tommy,
Satisfied
please,
ka na?
si Tommy na magtatanong na si Tommy. Proceed, Tommy.
So, sabi mo kanina, lahat ng effect merong material cause, correct?
Lahat ng effect.
Kailangan ng material cause.
Wala akong stud na lahat ng effect may material cause.
Anong sinabi mo kasi kanina kasi na may quote ako dito na kailangan ng material cause.
Hindi yun yung argumentation ko. Yun yung dalawang model ng causation. Causation
Wait
ni
lang,
God,
babasahin mo yung quote,
causation within the universe.
Anong ibig every cause requires a material every effect requires a material cause. Paki-clear anong claim mo dito?
Okay, every effect within the universe, yun yung
Okay.
sasabi ko.
It has a material cause, correct? Okay. And now, you doubt inductive reasoning kasi hindi ka sure sa future, correct?
You doubt inductive reasoning is irreliable.
Oh, pero nasabi mo na it must requires a material cause every time within the universe, correct?
Okay. Hindi mo naunawaan yung
Wait lang.
pinipresent ko.
Sige.
Pinipresent ko
Please
yung
let him
dalawang
answer.
model ng causation doon. Yung causation within the universe, saka yung causation within yung causation ni God. Yun. Ang ina-argue mo sa akin,
Next
yung
question.
causation
No.
Okay.
within the universe.
Within the universe, alam mo na merong material cause, correct?
Okay, within the universe, alam ko na may material cause. Naman,
Yeah,
alam ko.
okay. Pero dinadoubt mo ang inductive reasoning kasi hindi mo sure. Hindi ka
ko.
sure, hindi ka
Senses,
certain.
hold on, guys.
Correct?
Pause the time, please.
Dinadoubt ko.
Patapusin niyo yung senses. Hold on. Para malinaw po yung ating pong debate, patapusin mo yung nagtatanong senses. Tapos, pag natapos siya, Papatapusin
Okay,
ka niya
sige.
sumagot. Kailangan maging malinaw yung mga responses niyo pati yung tanong niyo kasi yung mga tao na nakikinig sa atin pati naka-record din to. So,
Okay.
proceed. Paki-repeat yung question.
Okay, makinig ka maigi senses before ka magsagot. So sabi mo kasi kanina, claim ka na within the universe, nakikita mo na merong material, it requires a material cause. But on the other side of your mouth, sabi mo, hindi naman certain ang inductive. Hindi mo nga alam ang future. Probabilistic lang siya, hindi siya certainty. So, isn't that a contradiction?
Nope.
Bakit?
Ano yung pakiulit nga anong tinatanong mo contradiction?
Kasi nag-invoke ka kanina na an effect within the universe always requires a material cause based yun sa observation mo.
Within the universe.
Kaya nga. Pero on the other side of your mouth, sabi mo, hindi reliable ang inductive kasi hindi ka certain, probabilistic, hindi ka sure sa future. Pero alam mo na may
Oo,
material cause dapat.
Wala akong sinabing hindi reliable yung inductive reasoning.
So wala kang problem sa induction ko sa premise 1 na support.
Strawman din yan. Hindi ko binabanggit na may problema ka wala sa argumentation mo.
Ininegate mo ang premise 1.
Yeah.
So,
sila may strawman din.
okay. So, nag-invoke ka na problem of induction, pero wala kang problem para sa induction?
Ito, pakinggan mo yung fallacy mo. Strawman yan. Tinatanong
Okay.
mo ako ng causation within the universe, tapos strawman mo ako ng argument mo.
Okay, wait lang i-clear muna natin. Wala kang problem sa induction? Reliable ang induction? Reliable?
Reliable yung induction
Salamat.
within the universe.
Kasi
sa
ayan
science.
yung negation mo kanina eh.
Pero yung argumentation mo, hindi reliable yun.
Bakit?
Dahil madaming fallacious argument yun, ang dami doon. Sa premise 1 na yun.
So, wala ka ng problem sa induction ko sa premise 1. Ang problem mo na
lang
ngayon.
inductive reasoning. Hindi lang inductive reasoning yung problema nun, yung first premise
Kaya nga,
na yun.
wala ka ng problem nga ngayon sa induction. So, sa iba na ang problem mo, fallacy of composition.
Wala akong problem sa induction within the universe. Pero yung arguments mo meron.
Next question.
I rest my case.
Alright. Alright, that is the cross-examination of the first speaker to the second speaker. So, we will turn the tables. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ilang minutes ba? 10? Okay. So, sabi ni
Go ahead.
Tommy, may dalawang okay. Okay na ba?
Yes, proceed.
Okay, sabi ni Tommy, may dalawang stages yung kalam. Deductive saka conceptual. Ano yung conceptual, Tommy? Pwede mo bang explain ko anong conceptual?
Conceptual analysis of what is the cause. So,
Ibig
ilalatag ko?
sabihin nun, okay, wag na.
Okay.
Conceptual analysis. Okay.
Of what it
Ibig
means to be the
sabihin nun,
cause.
rationalization ng tao.
Yes.
Tama ba ako? Rationalization siya.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yung rationalization ng tao ba, objective is subjective?
Rationalization.
Hindi. Ang tanong ko kung objective ba or subjective ba yung rationalization ng tao.
Subjective perception based on objective rules of logic.
Okay, sabi mo subjective perception. Ibig sabihin
Based
niyan,
on
Tom,
objective
pwede ka
rules of
magkamali.
logic.
Ibig sabihin niyan, Tom, pwede ka magkamali sa rationalization mo based on conceptual.
Pwede
Yung-
akong magkamali if mapapatunayan mo na violate ko ang objective rules of logic.
Hindi, wala akong ako nagtatanong, ang tinatanong ko kung posible kang magkamali. Ito, according sa, dalawang stages ng kalam, deductive saka conceptual.
Yes.
Sabi mo kanina, based on rationalization ng tao. Tinatanong
Correct.
kita, kung objective ba or subjective.
Yes.
Sabi mo subjective.
Can you allow me with a complete answer?
Okay, sige.
30 seconds. So ang rationalization is a subjective perception, but the rules of rationality is objective based
Okay.
on the objective rules of logic. Pwede akong magkamali if mapapakita mo na na-violate ko ang objective rules of logic.
Okay. Ang tinatanong ko, Tommy, pwede ka bang magkamali sa rationalization within objective? Yung concept ng logic. Yung
Okay.
rationalization mo, pwede ka
Okay.
magkamali o hindi.
Okay, can you give me a complete answer please? 30 seconds, di ba?
Hindi, ang tanong ko lang, yes
1
or no,
minute yan.
pwede ka magkamali o hindi?
Okay. Pwede.
Okay. Pwede ka magkamali, may chance na magkamali ka sa rationalization mo.
Yes. Can I explain my
Second
answer
stages
please?
ng Hindi, okay na to. Okay na yan.
Yes, senses, hold on. Meron siyang right to answer you in 1 minute. Yan yung karapatan
Okay,
niya
sige,
to
sige.
answer. So,
So,
please
pwede-
answer,
Hindi,
Tommy.
satisfy na nga ako sagot.
No, hindi ganun, senses. Karapatan niya
Okay, sige,
meron
Tommy.
siyang karapatan sa magot ng 1 minute. Go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. Sige, go ahead.
So the only way magkamali ako sa rationalization ko is if ma-violate ko ang objective rules of rationality based on logic. So as long as tonight na nag-a-abide ako sa objective rules of logic, hindi ako pwedeng magkamali. But kung i-claim ni Senses na nagkamali ako, mayroon siyang obligation or burden of proof. Thank you.
Next
Okay
question.
na. Okay, next question. Sabi mo kanina, Tommy, infinity cannot exist in a physical reality. Agree ka dyan?
Yes.
Okay. Agree ka ba na yung Diyos na pinapatunayan mo hindi nag-exist sa physical reality?
Nag-i-exist siya as metaphysical reality sa physical reality. Like
Okay.
mathematics and rules of logic.
Yung Diyos mo ba infinite o hindi?
Infinite by qualitative, hindi quantitative.
Okay. Infinite, sabi mo kanina, infinity cannot exist in physical reality, no?
Yes, in,
Sabi mo,
in context that is quantity.
Okay.
In God, in context, quality, infinite in love, wisdom, power, etc.
Agree ka, Tommy, na yung mga yung ginagamit mo yung scientific approach to prove God, invalid yun, non-sequitur yun.
Hindi ko pinoprove si God using science. Pinoprove ko ang truth ng premises using science.
Okay.
For example, the
Pinoprove ang truth ng
beginning
premises.
of the universe and whatever begins to exist has a cause.
Okay. Agree ka ba na yung pinapatunayan lang nun is may beginning yung universe, may cause? Pero hindi siya nag-argue ng God.
Dinefine ko ang Diyos na kiniklaim ko kanina, the
Okay,
cause, creator of the universe.
Hold on, senses. Let me finish. Proceed, Tommy.
Okay. Hindi.
Pakitapos mo
hindi
yung
matalas.
sagot mo, Tommy. Hold on, senses. Hold on. Pakitapos mo yung oras mo, Tommy. Proceed.
So in-explain ko kanina na kung i-negate niya ang Diyos ko, i-negate based on the definition. So, ang Diyos is creator, cause of the universe.
Okay. Sabi ni Tommy kanina, pinapatunayan niyo yung true ng premises regarding sa science. Kaso, sinabi mo ba kanina na yung may beginning yung universe, tapos yung cause nun is spaceless, timeless, immaterial. May ganun ba?
Yes.
Okay. Hindi ba non-sequitur yun?
Hindi.
Gagamit ka ng science, tapos doesn't follow yung ganun. Agree
Hindi.
ka dun?
Can you allow me to explain bakit hindi?
Proceed, Tommy.
Sige.
Proceed.
Okay, so ang rule lang ng science na nilatag ko is to prove the truth of the premises. So if the premises are true, the conclusion follows. And if the universe is a cause, it necessitates what I mean by God. So hindi yon direct, ang science hindi direct evidence to God, but evidence lang sa premises.
Okay. Agree ka na, hindi pinapatunayan ng science or science cannot prove or
Yes,
Agree ka?
yes, correct.
Okay. Therefore, agree ka na lahat ng attempt natin to prove God or disprove God using scientific method is invalid.
To prove God, yes. But to prove the premise, no. Because
Wala kang
valid.
tanong na premise. Ang
Okay.
tanong ko to prove God.
Hold
Yes.
on. Census, hold on. Paki-pause yung time. I will give you your first warning, Census, kasi you keep on interrupting, Tommy.
Sorry.
Kailangan matapos na yung, may oras siya eh. I understand, Census, na parang satisfied ka na doon sa sagot. Pero, again, meron kayong rights parehas na doon sa 1 minute. Okay? So, Tommy, please proceed in answering the question.
Wait lang, nakalimutan ko ng question.
Paki-repeat yung question, paki-stop yung time.
Nagno-notes
As soon as
ako.
Tommy answers it, paki-start yung time.
Then
Paki-repeat
next
mo yung
question na
sentence.
tayo. Next question na tayo. Agree ka ba na may beginning yung universe?
Yes.
Okay. Agree ka ba na prior to Big Bang, hindi natin kayang sagutin
Yes.
kung anong nandun?
Pero hindi ibig sabihin walang beginning dahil hindi natin alam.
Kung hindi natin alam, bakit may conclusion tayo na may beginning kung hindi natin alam?
Because may ebidensya sa beginning pero walang ebidensya at kailan at ano ang prior. Pero merong may ebidensya sa beginning.
Okay, yung Diyos mo, next question. Yung Diyos mo na pinapatunayan is immaterial.
Yes.
Agree ka ba na yung immaterial being na yun nag-cause ng material things?
Yes.
Okay. Agree ka ba, Tommy, na within the universe, wala tayong sample ng immateriality to materiality, or walang immaterial tas nag-cause siya ng material? Agree ka doon?
Walang immaterial na nag-cause na
Immaterial to material within the universe, yung causation.
Disagree ako. Pwede ko mag-explain?
Okay.
Proceed, Tommy.
Ibig sabihin,
Hold on, Census. Mag-explain siya. Proceed.
Okay, so
Explain ka.
so most mathematicians are Platonists and most philosophers are Platonists. They believe that the metaphysical reality of mathematics numbers has a causal effect in physical universe. In fact, mathematics is the language of the universe. Yan yung sabi ng mga physicists. So merong causal effect ang metaphysics sa physics. Thank you.
okay. Sabi mo
Next
kanina,
question.
ano ba? Okay. Ulitin ko to. Yung causation, agree ka ba doon na may dalawang sets ng causation? Causation within God creating the universe, then sets ng causation within the universe. Agree ka doon?
Yes.
Okay. Agree ka ba na equivocation fallacy yung nakocommit mo doon?
Wala, kasi efficient cause lang man ibig ko sabihin sa premise 1 at premise 2, walang false equivocation.
Yeah.
Efficient cause yun lahat.
Okay. Ang tinatanong ko dito, yung causation, yung begins to exist. Okay.
Bakit?
Okay na ako. Okay, wave ko ng time.
Okay, salamat.
Alright. For the record, guys, wini-wave po ni Census yung remaining time niya. Thank you for that engaging cross-examination, guys. Now, let's move on to the closing remarks for 6 minutes, and the negative side will be the first to give his statements. Census, are you ready?
Ako mauna, ano yung closing na?
Closing remark na po tayo, yes.
Okay, sige. Okay. Ayun, nag-fail si Tommy na patunayan yung trueness o yung true yung mga premises ng kalam. Sabi ko kanina, fallacy of clarity, unclear yung mga gamit ng words. Fallacy of equivocation, yung gamit ng begins to exist. What do you mean by begins to exist, di ba? In what sense? Yung existence kasi, kunwari ako nag-exist, prior sa existence ko, yung mga atom ng katawan ko nag-exist na yan. Di ba? Yun yung equivocation, fallacy equivocation na ginagamit. Di ba? Isa yan sa fallacious argument na ginagamit dyan. Tapos, yung problem of induction ni David Hume, yung past events will behave like future. Kumbaga how are we sure na yung causation natin sa ngayon. Kaya same pa din ang causation sa future. Present ko nga yung quantum mechanics eh. May dalawang criteria yung causality ng quantum mechanics. Yung tinatawag na spontaneous, occurring without apparent external cause. Yan yung spontaneous. Yung pangalawa namang criteria is it's not possible to predict when or where it will happen. In other words, the phenomenon is completely non-deterministic and uncaused. O yan. Yung causation within quantum mechanics o quantum world, it was a causation within the macro world. Di ba? Magkaiba yung causation niya. Yung premise ng Kalam, generalization over simplification. Na everything begins to exist. Lahat. Di ba? Paano yung mga subatomic particle? Di ba? Sinasama niya. Di ba? Dalawa siya. Okay. Yung pinisend ko kanina, yung Aristotle, sabi niya, ano yan? Walang material cause. Di ba? Wala siyang material cause. Ngayon, ang mangyayari niyan, dalawang set ng causation within the universe, present yung apat, efficient cause, formal cause, saka final cause, saka material. According sa four causes ng Aristotle. Ngayon, yung isang side o isang mode ng causation within God, walang material cause. Ngayon, ang ginawa ni Tommy, nag-special pleading na lang. Special pleading to. Yung causation ng Diyos iba kumpara doon sa causation ng universe. Di ba? Para mailigtas yung niya. Di ba? Special pleading. Ito pa. Kung hindi ma-define ni Tommy ng maayos, yung mga terms, yung meaning ng begin to exist, cause, walang formal definition siya niyan, then the premises or premise 1 false. Di ba? Paano siya makakarating ng conclusion kung yung justification niya ng mga premises niya is fallacious? Doon pa lang laglag na yung unang premise pa lang. Pag nag-fail yung unang premise niyan, wala na. Hindi ka na makakarating ng pangalawang premise at conclusion. Ganun yung mangyayari niyan. Madaming kailangan ipaliwanag sa premise 1. Terms, set ng causation, di ba? Ang daming kailangan ipaliwanag. Okay na ako, Hilingero. Okay na yan. Tingin ko okay.
Thank you, Census. Thank you, Census. For the record, he is waiving his remaining time. Maraming salamat, Census, for that closing remarks. And now we will proceed to the affirmative closing remarks for 6 minutes. Tommy, are you ready?
Yes.
Proceed.
So dapat ang goal ni Census, false talaga ang premise. Hindi yung ang premise is doubtful. Hindi ako sure, it's not true. Dapat may evidence of falsehood. Hindi evidence ng falsehood, kung sasabihin mo, vague ang premise 1, hindi ko naiintindihan. Hindi nag-work ng ganon. Even if lahat ng ebidensya ko to support the premises hindi successful, it does not follow false ang premise. Magiging false lang ang premise kung may ebidensya ka na false. Kasi absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Argument from ignorance. So if in order for the conclusion to not follow, false ang premise. Hindi na, hindi ako sure sa premise, probabilistic. Hindi ganun. Okay? Ang obligation mo, false ang premise, ebidensya ng falsehood. Bakit eternal ang universe? Yan ang ebidensya ng premise 2 kung false. And then premise 1, kung false talaga ang premise 1, magbigay ka ng example na lumitaw, na walang cause. Nagbigin pero walang cause. Lahat ng inductive observation natin, lahat ng nagbigin merong cause. Okay? Paano mo mabutunayan ang falsehood doon? And then in-explain ko sa introduction na ang Kalam cosmological argument is in the same form. With all men are mortal, Socrates is a man, therefore Socrates is mortal. In fact, sa philosophy may tawag sa form nila modus ponens. Sabi niya, ay, false ang premise 1 na all men are mortal kasi induction naman ang basihan na all men are mortal. Induction yun. Hindi ka sure, baka may mayroong men na immortal. Ganon. May problem sa problem of induction. Magkaiba ang fallacy of composition. In-address ko na kanina, pinipilit pa rin niya ang uncertainty, ang problem of induction, fallacy of composition, binabalik pa rin niya kahit na-address ko na. Magkaiba ang fallacy of composition. Reliable ang induction, laws of thermodynamics. Galing yan sa induction kasi na-observe natin palagi siyang nangyayari. Madami ang samples na na-observe, na-test, kaya na-equate ang principle sa laws of thermodynamics, law of gravity, etc., etc. Diyan din ang law of causality. Okay? Ang fallacy of composition is may small parts, ang truth ng small parts ini-equate mo sa bigger parts. So for example, every part of an elephant is light in weight. And then therefore, it does not follow na the whole elephant is light, mabigat ang elepante. Hindi naman ganun ang argumento ko, ang support ko sa premises. Iba man ang induction. Kasi ang induction, bigger parts ang ino-observe mo. So makaka-equate ka ngayon na mabigat ang elepante kasi lahat ng samples na tinest ko, mabigat. Nag-add up ang weight. So therefore, valid ang conclusion ko na ang elepante is mabigat. Ganun din sa whatever begins to exist sa cause. Dapat, in-address ko na kanina, hindi nag-rebut, pinush pa rin ni Senses. Hindi ang premise lang is true or false lang. Okay? True or false. Ang i-argue mo, ang support ng premise. So, ang support ng premise, induction and metaphysics. First principles. Out of nothing, nothing comes. Something cannot come from nothing. Ang support ng premise to, second law of thermodynamics and philosophy din, the impossibility of an actual infinite. So, hindi ibig sabihin na induction ang support, induction ang premise. Hindi ganun. Probabilistic ang induction, probabilistic ang premise, hindi. Ang method, ang probabilistic, ang method lang para to determine the truth or falsehood of the premise. Yun lang ang probabilistic, ang method, ang induction. Hindi ang premise, true or false lang ang premise. Ikaw na nga may nagsabi na the conclusion follows from the truth of the premises. So saan i-weigh natin ang evidence? Saan nagli-lead ang evidence? Falsehood ng premise or truth ng premise? So, naglatag ako na true ang premise 1. Wala namang latag si Senses na false ang premise 1. Sabi niya lang, doubtful ang mga latag mo sa truth. It follows ba na false? Dapat may ilatag din false. Evidence of falsehood. Kasi, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Argument from ignorance and senses. So I have successfully demonstrated tonight, naglatag ako ng ebidensya ng truth ng each premises, and therefore the conclusion is inevitable, inescapable, unavoidable whether you like it or not. Welcome to philosophy. Kahit anong opinion mo, magpapalo ang conclusion. Inescapable, unavoidable, inevitable. So, logic 101. Okay, ang premises, true or false. Ang support, yan ang i-contest mo. Ang support, fallacy of composition ba yan? Induction ba yan? Ganun. Probabilistic ba yan? Iba ang probabilistic ng induction, mabigat. Diyan nagde-derive ang laws ng universe sa induction na consistent observation. Always correct ang nangyayari. Hindi siya, sabi niya kanina, wala naman daw problem induction. So, dalawang support ko, philosophical and inductive science. So, the conclusion necessarily follows. Hindi tayo nag-argue certainty, necessity lang. So, inescapable ang God sa tonight na debate. Sana may natutunan ka.
Time's up. Time's up. Thank you very much, Tommy. Thank you for the closing remarks, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, we appreciate the insightful arguments and dedication of both debaters. Now we will move to the 15-minute question and answer. Is that correct? This is the Q&A segment. To our audience, this is your opportunity to ask questions. And if you heard saying there are no stupid questions, that's not true. Okay? So please make sure to be precise with your question. So you are only allowed to ask one question and no follow-up. So kung yung mga gusto magtanong, sila po ay papakyatin ng ating po mga moderator. So they will help me and assist me sa ating po mga audience, and marami pong salamat sa pagsubaybay nyo kanina pa po. No, we really appreciate your time and your effort to stay with us. Marami pong salamat. So yeah, sino po yung mauna? Si Alfie?
Okay, this question is for Tommy. So, the conclusion of the deductive argument uses premises or known facts as
Nawala si Alfie.
Nalaglag po siya. Okay, nalaglag po si Alfie. Balik na lang po si Alfie. Si Tinker Tank muna, Tinker Tank.
Hello, magandang gabi sa inyong dalawa at sa mga nanonood. Bali, ang tanong ko lang kay Sentence. Doon sa sinabi mong virtual particles, no? Doon sa quantum mechanics, aware ka ba sa science, sa physics, no? Sa quantum field theory, na hindi mag-i-exist yung virtual particles kapag hindi siya dependent doon sa space and time?
Hindi ako aware dyan, hindi ko alam yan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tinker Tank. And Ivan? Ivan? Check nga natin yung audio ni Ivan kung nag-work. Ivan, can you hear us? Sige, habangin natin si Ivan. Si Alfie muna. Alfie, medyo nawala ka kanina. Please continue.
Okay, ewan ko lang, but okay, anyway, so, yun nga.
nawala ka kanina.
Okay,
Paki-mute po si, Paki po si Danny. Moderator. Proceed, Alfie.
Okay, so yes, deductive argument so uses premises or conclusion as inference for the conclusion. So, for example, you infer the conclusion universe has a cause. Yung cause ay base sa premise 1 and the universe base sa premise 2. Now, for the conclusion God, what inference for God or the immaterial, spaceless, timeless cause, what premises that you use for Tommy?
Ano sabi mo? Paano ko nasabi ang cause is God?
I'm asking what inference for God for the immaterial, spaceless, timeless cause.
Okay, sige. Yun ang question. So, ang answer ko, so sinabi ko kanina na ang Kalam cosmological argument throughout its usage in history is two stages. One, deductive. Two, conceptual analysis. So, maka-conceptual analyze mo ang cause to be timeless, spaceless, immaterial. Kasi siya ang nag-create ng time-space matter. Anong logical rule of inference? Logical necessity. By logical necessity, it necessitates, since this cause created time-space matter, therefore the cause must be beyond time-space matter.
Thank you very much, Alfie. Danny?
Biological necessity, yun ang sagot ko.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you very much, Tommy.
Good evening, Pilingero. So my question would be for sciences. So sciences, no, I would like to ask and have a clarification as well, no. Perhaps this was mentioned earlier by Tommy, no. I get the fact that some things might not be logical or sound for you. But my question is, tawag dito, what would be the conclusion? No? What were you able to prove in those illogical statements, no, sa parts ni Tommy?
Anong pinakatanong? Ano yung... Pwedeng ano yan?
Tanungin ko na lang, no. Tawag dito, ano yung na-prove mo noon doon sa mga illogical na sinasabi mo, no, na latag ni Tommy? Ano yung na-prove mo?
Okay, ano yung na-prove ko? Na-prove ko yung premise 1 is based on logical fallacies. Fallacious yung argument.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ivan, naririnig mo na kami, Ivan.
Yes. Kanina kasi
Okay, proceed.
wala ko. Okay. So, question ko lang dun sa conceptual analysis ni Tommy, no? Nasabi niya, must be timeless, outside space and matter, ganyan. And ang support na ginawa niya, if I'm not mistaken, is yung example na if merong taong nagpapakulo ng tubig, tama ba yun, Tommy? If
Sa, sa personal cause.
sa personal cause. And then he also said that numbers, mathematics has causal power, di ba? So,
In response to the question, may example ka ba na metaphysical, may causal relationship sa physical?
okay. So, ang question ko lang is yung usually question kay William Craig regarding dun sa timeless outside the universe causes, ganyan. And how the way you roll out yung material. Kasi if you will say na mathematics has causal power, which is, sabi ni Craig, walang causal power yon, and sabi ng ibang mathematician, kasi pwede mangyari, mathematics is yung first cause.
Ivan,
and
be
if-
precise with your question, Ivan.
So my
Paki-
question is that
tanong.
yung basis niya lang is yung personal na nagpakulo ng tubig, which is under time.
Anong
The
question mo
universe.
talaga, Ivan?
What's
So
the
parang-
question, Ivan? What's the question?
Give us a demonstration, or like how will you defend a timeless causal power? Pero ang binigay mo lang is yung example is within time. So meron ka ba iba pang demonstration to prove na personal nga and timeless in that sense?
I believe sufficient ang ibinigay ko na demonstration. And if nanghingi ka ng iba pa, i-negate mo muna bakit invalid yung binigay ko. Pero
Hindi, di ba
since
kasi
yan ang
yung-
question, wait
Ivan,
lang.
Ivan, hold
Kasi
on, hold on, guys.
Wait lang.
Wala
Sorry,
nang,
sorry.
ano to, Ivan? Wala nang
Also-
debate dito, Ivan. Just first, isang question lang.
Also, hindi kami magkapareha ng view actually ni may difference kami ni Dr. Craig ng views kasi hindi siya naniniwala na nag-i-exist ang mathematics idea lang ako. Platonist ako. Subscribe ako sa majority of mathematicians and philosophers na Platonist.
Thank you, Ivan. And Danny Chonky.
Ay, magandang gabi. Para to kay Bro Senses. Hello, bro.
Okay,
Ito lang
okay.
question ko. Sige, nakinig kasi ako from start hanggang ngayon. So, can you elaborate yung falsehood ng mga premises dun sa pinresent ni Bro Tommy, which is yung premise 1, kung bakit ka nag-disagree na false yung...
Okay, ano nga yun? Fallacious nga yung premise 1. Madami.
Can you elaborate? At least
Okay.
give me...
Isa lang yung isang question lang.
Relative clarity, equivocation, di ba? Yun yung mga nakukomit dun.
Well, I mean yung evidences na meron ka. Ayun.
Okay na, Chonky. Isang tanong lang tayo. Naintindihan
Okay.
ko.
Salamat, Bro Senses.
Wala tayong, guys, I will remind you, mga gusto magtanong, meron lang kayong isang tanong, bawal kayo mag-follow up question. Isang tanong lang, guys. Alright? Senses, may gusto ka pa bang sabihin kanina? Sorry, naputol ka ata.
Okay na, sige na.
Okay na, okay. Blind?
Tatanong kay Senses. The way you negate kasi yung argument ni Tommy is dahil fallacious. Kapag ba ang isang statement fallacious, dinidisprove niya ang isang existence. For example, meron akong isang statement, naniniwala akong nag-exist ang kalabaw dahil sinabi ng nanay ko. Fallacious yung statement ko, pero mako-conclude mo ba na porke fallacious, wala na yung existence?
Yung example mo, hindi fallacious yun. Hindi yung fallacious ang example.
Okay, sige, thank you.
Sa kalabaw, sa nanay.
Thank you very much. Alright, meron pa ba? Meron pa bang gusto magtanong dyan? Meron pa tayong natitirang 6 minutes. May get? Si kaibigan Dodi?
Ako magtatanong ako.
Kaibigan Dodi?
Tatanong ko lang yung ano niya, yung kanina niyang obvious naman kasi fallacious din yung ano. Obvious naman kasi fallacious din yung ano. Yung tanong niya kanina. Aware ka ba na nagko-commit ka ng ano, infinite regress na fallacious? Aware ka ba na nagko-commit ka ng ano?
Nag-echo.
Infinite regress?
Kanina nag-echo.
Infinite regress na fallacy, yun ba yun? Hindi ako aware na nagko-commit ako nun.
Yun ang kino-commit mo, bro.
Thank you very much, Dodi. Isang tanong lang tayo, Dodi. So, pakisagot lang ng sufficient senses.
Ayun, hindi ako aware na nagko-commit ako ng, ano yun, infinite regress fallacy. Hindi ako aware na.
Okay. Alright. Rainer?
Yes, thank you. Para kay Tommy, oo. At Tommy, is it valid to assume na yung principle ng everything that begins to exist has a cause, pwedeng mag-apply outside the universe or dun sa kanyang boundary conditions?
Yes, pwede mag-apply. Kasi ang requirement lang kung merong beginning. Yan lang ang requirement.
Okay.
Special pleading kasi siya kung hindi pwede mag-apply. Thank you.
Okay. Sige, salamat.
Alright. Prince Rain?
So, ang tanong ko po is both sa dalawa. Unahin ko si Tommy. Kung ang creator, di ba may ano ka na God created the creation. Ang tanong ko dyan, who created God? Ganun. And then kay senses,
Prince Rain, hold on, Prince Rain, hold on. You are only allowed to ask one question and one person at a time.
Sige, doon na lang kay Tommy yun.
Alright.
If God created everything, then who created God? Yun po.
Okay, please answer, Tommy.
Okay, so ang tanong niya is based on the causal principle. So mag-base tayo sa causal principle. Ano bang causal principle? Whatever begins to exist has a cause. So walang beginning ang Diyos kasi beyond time siya. Na-prove natin sa kalam na transcend na ang time. Therefore eternal siya, timeless siya. And therefore wala siyang cause. Hindi siya special pleading. Special pleading lang siya kung merong beginning yet walang cause.
Thank you very much, Tommy. Thank you very much, Rain and Josh.
Yung question ko lang is para kay senses, sa tingin mo ba yung Big Bang ibahin ko na lang. Anong model yung sinusubscribe mo sa cosmological model?
Anong model? Yung Big Bang Theory kasi yung mas malakas kumbaga mas nag-stand out sa lahat ng mga model. Therefore, yun yung ano ko.
Sige, thank you very much. Beauty?
Hello, thank you so much. Good evening. My question is for Tommy. You said my question is how can we conceive a deity in a temporal framework?
Okay, how can we conceive a deity outside space-time matter within this?
In a temporal framework because our universe
what do you mean? Kaya nga,
our universe in a temporal framework. How can you conceive?
Okay.
Because you said already that he is outside. He is not bounded by time already. But our universe is in a temporal framework. How can you conceive a deity in a temporal framework?
Okay, please answer, Tommy.
Okay. So nakita ko kanina na successful ang kalam kasi the conclusion follows from the truth of the premises. So na-prove natin na even inside the universe, we can conceive or invoke a cause outside of the universe. So true kalam, yan ang method. So we can now conclude that there is a cause beyond the universe.
Thank you very much, Beauty. Thank you, Tommy. Philosopher?
Hello po. Tanong ko po kay Tommy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Tommy, my question will come from the standpoint of epistemic skepticism na kung saan a claim has to have sufficient justification without begging the question in order for it to support other claims. So if a claim is not justifiable, everything you draw from it by extension, di ba, loses justification. So as pointed out kasi ni Census kanina, the principle of induction relies on the assumption of uniformity. The future will be like the past. If this assumption of uniformity can't be justified, all induction can't be justified. Hence, all deducted conclusions you draw from induction cannot be justified. So, anong justification mo sa uniformity that the future will be like the past? How do you know that the future will be like the past without begging the question?
Disagree ako na hindi sufficient justification ng induction. So induction I believe na sufficient justification to predict a future.
Can I clarify my question?
In fact, kung i-deny natin yan, walang science na ngayon.
Sir Albert, can I clarify the question because that's not my question.
No, unfortunately,
okay.
your guys not allowed to clarify. Unfortunately. Thank you very much, philosopher. Donovan, I think this is going to be the last question for the night. Go ahead.
Ayun. Thank you now. My question is for both debaters. Hindi to philosophical nor theological but practical. Kasi pinanganak tayo na wala tayong knowledge. No? So who or what led you to possess or to have your worldview? If you're a theist and if you're an atheist.
Ako muna. Okay. Yung tanong mo, yung sagot ko dyan, knowledge comes from experience. Yun yung sagot ko doon.
Ang sagot ko sa question mo, reason and evidence.
Rationalist.
Thank you very much, Donovan. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Census. Thank you, Tommy. And thank you for participating in the question and answer segment. We appreciate all the great questions and the detailed answers from both sides, Census and Tommy. To wrap up, we've heard strong arguments from both sides. Please think about what you've heard and how it relates to your own views. And before we say goodbye to our viewers, meron ba kayong gustong i-promote or gusto nyo bang pasalamatan? Meron ba kayong gustong mga pasalamatan? Census and Tommy. Census, ikaw siguro muna mauna.
Okay, salamat Sir Albert. Salamat kay Tommy sa pagdalo sa debate na to. Kay SP na timer, kay Id, moderator, kay Indo, sa lahat ng mga nanood, salamat sa support, sa mga give, sa round table, sa mga teas na nanood na natili. Thank you sa inyo lahat. Yun lang, Sir Albert.
Alright. I am Tommy.
So salamat kay Filingero, Census, SP, and Roundtable at mga mods, si You Will Die and Rex. And sa mga viewers, sila Flowers, sila sila Antagonist, sila Baklava, mga friends natin, sila Danny, sila Maria Clara, sila Renz. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again to our debaters for their hard work and to everyone in the audience for being here. Salamat po sa pagsama po sa amin. No, we really love you guys. We appreciate you watching this hanggang sa huli. And that concludes our debate for today. And once again, this is your moderator, Filingero Theologian, and this is the Roundtable, where every voice matters and every idea counts. You have a great day.